Rurok is inspired by the trails and riders of the Philippine Islands. At our core, we believe that bikes should get better, move forward, progress, just as the rider gets better. We wanted to make a bike that gives the rider this feeling of invincibility, a bike that does not hold the rider back. It's essential for a company like us who's into performance bikes to have our own race team. With the inputs we get from our race team, that has greatly shaped the way we make our bikes. I'm PJ Tolentino and I'm the founder of Rurok Industries.
Welcome to Las Vegas, Nevada. The first time I visited this place, I thought it was all casinos. You'll actually see the very famous Las Vegas Strip right there in the background. Turns out there's a very big outdoor community here. There's so many hiking, mountain biking trails all around the area. So while I find myself here testing the Halcon, the rest of the team is over at the Philippines. They should be waking up in a couple of hours. We've always found it to be more effective for us to work this way. We ride together out on the trails, and then after doing that, we do most of the work wherever we want to do it. Here's how we make that work.
How it usually happens is that the test riders will be writing prototypes, and then we discuss all the online feedback that they have. We find that this collaboration app offers us a much more expressive and fluent communication tool. It's way easier to describe our ideas when we're able to look at the exact same thing in the CAD model and annotate it directly. It's so simple to use that we're even able to involve our race team into the discussion, even though they're not technically inclined and have never used any CAD software before. I really like the way the app renders our models. Zooming in and out is smooth, rotation is smooth. I was amazed that everything was happening inside the browser. So for example here, I note here that this ISCG tab is not clocked properly. It's tilted a little bit differently. So I zoom it in, I mark it up, I create a comment, and then I name it so that we can review it later. Then another thing I noticed, for example, that the lower link can be optimized further. I can pull that up with an exploded view. It's a really simple one slider process. It's very helpful for isolating parts inside assemblies like this lower link. This is one of the parts that we use generative design to optimize. I can also pull measurements just to check if the prototype bike that I have here with me is within the dimensional specs of the model. I can quickly put in dimensions, radiuses, lengths of the links, etc. just to make sure that I have the correct one. So as I mark up my model with my comments here in Vegas using the app, the design team in the Philippines would be able to see the exact same comments and make the necessary changes in Solid Edge. This has been very useful as a single source of truth for all of us to work from. Any one of us in the testing can mark up and comment on the same project, and the design team uses the exact same file to work on the edits. We can even use augmented reality to really help us visualize our design. We have a network of suppliers and fabricators, both local and abroad, and the key to working with them is good communication. I can share the project with our fabricator, just put their email in there, and they will be accessed all the markups and the source CAD files. We use the markup feature of the app to tell the story of revision changes and to highlight important details. The app is cross-compatible with different CAD platforms. It shouldn't be a problem if our manufacturer is using NX, for example, and we're on Solid Edge. Here we can see that our manufacturer can take the lower link CAD file directly from the project that we shared with them, and directly from there they can build the CNC machining toolpaths.
So yeah, we're really excited about this app because we clearly see its potential. It fits our workflow perfectly. Before we had to use cloud services, take a screenshot, share it over chat. There's a lot of typing involved. There's so much back and forth between the designers and even with our suppliers. This app streamlined the whole collaboration process. It's a much more fluent and effective communication tool for all of us.